Haiti murders father and marries mother. Mother, I am your parent. I am your father. I am your mother. I am your mother. And then he tries to marry her. What if it's the other way around? They fall in love and then finds out that I am your mother. Gasp. But they're probably still in love. So when Tiny tells him he's your father, oh, he's happy now? So he's not gonna push his father off a cliff? How about this? I am your father. And then there's an implied motherhood as they get married. But then Haiti tries to go for Peachy. And she only rejects him because of the love, not because of the lineage. So now he pushes his father off a cliff and marries Peachy, and then finds out that she's his mother. What? Wait, other way around. There we go. That other way would have been quite weird. Tiny avenges his brother. So, in order to have brotherhood, we would need to have shared mothers. So because Peachy is both their mothers, that means these two are brothers. I am your brother. And then we have Greedy and Haiti getting into a fight. So Haiti would push Greeny off a cliff. Tiny probably doesn't know, but I'll try anyway. No, he's just sad and Haiti is happy. Do I need this I'm your brother scene? Maybe that's just for me to know, because then we can have a seance where Greeny's ghost tells Tiny about Haiti. And then he avenges him. Yeah, these guys know they're brothers. Obviously, the beard runs in the family. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. So, I am your father. Does Haiti not like the idea of Peachy having an affair with, like, Tiny? He's pretty cool about it. But then, what if he sees Peachy having an affair with Greeny? He's also cool with it. See, I feel like Haiti has to kill somebody first and then have a seance where the daughter finds out and then she takes revenge. Maybe Haiti could see his daughter loves Tiny, but then Tiny has someone else in mind and that pisses him off. So he murders Tiny, but Tiny still tells Peachy about it, but being the bastard he is, doesn't mention why. And then Peachy murders Haiti, but he was just protecting her. Oh, so I could have solved this without the he was just protecting her part. Tiny and Haiti wait forever? What is this? Wait? Do I just have to fill this in? What is this story? Why is this so far into the game? Both leave and return. It could just be alternating. One is waiting for the other. Come on, show up. What does this mean? I got it? What is the point of this story? Why is this into the game? We now have 8 panel stories because we're in the boss chapter. Edgar murders his wife. Well, first he has to have a wife. And I guess I need to get the action going, so I gotta have Isabel be jealous? Whoops, she has to be jealous of Lenora? Well, if Isabel's angry, she could maybe poison the wine. But what if she tries to frame Lenora? No, she knows it's poison. See, if Edgar murders his wife, then I can't have either of them die unless a seance brings him back. But I think that's meant to be speaking to the dead. Oh, I have an idea. What if Edgar tries to poison somebody else, but his wife ends up drinking the poison? So he wouldn't get married in the beginning. He needs to first be angry. Angry at a lesbian wedding. Or just angry because Lenora's taken. I mean, whatever works. So, sees that she's taken. Oh, and just drinks poison. No. How do I get Edgar to poison a drink instead of drinking it himself? If he drinks wine first, maybe he's too full for poison. Nope, he's still got room in his belly. Oh, by God, they finally made the game difficult. What if Edgar isn't angry? He just question marks the poison. See, this is odd. What do I do with this? What do I do with this? Indeed. New idea. Edgar marries Lenora. Isabel wants in, and she can't. She's angry. So she actually poisons Lenora. And now she can marry Edgar. Oh, right. This is wrong. She needs to proposition Edgar, because then she wants to poison Lenora, and now she can marry Edgar. But there could be a seance where Edgar comes up to Lenora, and she tells him that Isabel killed her. So she plans the poison and gets Isabel. There we go. Tiny murders uncle to avenge his father. There are 5 characters in this. I'm just covering up Bluey with my face cam. So first off, I need to establish unclehood. If Tiny is the son of Greenie, Greenie is the son of Peachy, and Bluey is the son of Peachy, then that would mean Bluey is Tiny's uncle. Hold on, though. There has to be a cause for murder, and I would imagine love is going to motivate it. So we got to bring in Haiti here. We'll have Haiti be the grandfather. He's old enough to be allowed to be angry. And so, Greenie would first marry Peachy, and then Bluey would want to get to Peachy, but can't because of Greenie. Therefore, Bluey shoves Greenie off a cliff. Still doesn't do it, you know? Respect. Maybe Bluey needs to not know about the shared fatherhood. Maybe Bluey just doesn't have it in him. So maybe then Bluey has to be the father. And then we would have Haiti get angry, and maybe Haiti would have the balls to push him off the cliff. And then Haiti could marry Peachy. And only then would Haiti find out that Bluey is his father. Wait, grandfather? Oh, it's because I put Tiny there. Never mind, okay. So Haiti is now Tiny's uncle. Technically, I guess they don't even need to remarry. I didn't think about this, because now there could be a seance where Greenie comes to Tiny and said that Haiti did it, so Haiti will avenge him. Tight. This lineage stuff is really cool. It feels like you can make a lot of puzzles with it. Duke shoots the detective to avoid prison. If the Duke picks up the gun, I don't think he actually would just go on a shooting rampage. He has respect for the gun. Maybe he needs to be filled with hate. What if the Duke starts witnessing the king dancing with his wife in the ballroom, or his wife trying to get with the king? The king's being like, yeah, women have that effect on me. But the Duke is angry all the same, so now he takes the gun and shoots the king? I need the detective to find out, though. Well, maybe the detective can find out like this. Well, actually, out of curiosity, could the Duke just shoot the detective? He's going to be playing coy. I know. What if I have the Duchess suddenly witness? She would witness the murder. So then we could have the Duke witness the Duchess tell the detective. And then he'd be like, oh no, I have to cover for myself, so I'll shoot the detective. And that's a new shot in multiple ways. Kind of crazy that he shot everyone except for the one that actually betrayed him. Knight and maid murder the Monarchs and have an affair? Whoa. So first, they'd be having an affair, right? No. They have different love interests. Well, if the knight wants to go for the queen, his heart is broken? What if the maid also goes to the king? Wait, the king is cool with this. So only one of them are loyal. Noted. This is tough, actually. I mean, if the queen sees this affair happen, she could kidnap the maid. That's not the maid. This is the maid. And then the knight could save her. He tells her about the queen. So then the knight would push the queen. He's still in love. Well, maybe the maid would push the queen off the cliff. Yeah, she's got the balls. Wait, and now I gotta deal with the king somehow? Would the queen ever... Oh, she would jail the king, but she also could be shocked at the absence of the maid. Would she ever put the knight in? Nah. Unfortunately, the queen can't murder the king. And would she anyway? She would, but it's different, right? Because the knight and maid are not murdering. I bet if they have an affair, it would actually happen, but obviously it doesn't complete the rules. Why would these guys be mad at the king? What if instead of just killing the queen, after rescuing the maid, the knight traps the queen? No, but the maid could trap the queen. And the king could retrieve the queen. So now he's actually angry at the maid. Now he'd trap the maid. So now the knight could rescue the maid. They're in love, and they're angry at both the king and the queen. Would he push the king off? But the maid would. And I don't have enough panels. I would need 2 more to tell the story that I'm telling. I need to do some long, hard thinking about this. The only thing that can get this story going is an affair. The knight doesn't care, so the queen must be angry. I'm pretty sure the queen has to kidnap the maid. And what if the king and the queen get angry at each other? And the knight's like, yay! That definitely means I can get with the queen now. Nah, she just still don't do it. I mean, I can get the knight a little annoyed at the queen. Well, maybe the king could kidnap the queen now because he prefers the maid. And if the knight rescues the queen, oh, he could be angry at the king now. Maybe he would actually do it. And the maid is upset at the queen, which only leaves 2 remaining. There we go. Writing stories is hard. All the queen had to do was flirt a little bit, and that was enough to make the knight commit murder. He is truly a sucker for love. Okay, that's sick. What kind of endgame content is there? There's absolutely nothing. There is something I want to do, and I'm shocked this wasn't put in the actual game. I want to get all the achievements. I have 4 out of 11, and getting achievements means solving a story in a way previously unsolved. For example, I could get the dragon arrested. So would it look like this? No, he's too scared to arrest the dragon. What? How on earth do you arrest the dragon then? I bet I could do this if I had an extra scene, where between the last 2 scenes, the Baron would put on the disguise again, and the detective wouldn't feel too bad about arresting because he knows it's a guy in a costume. Maybe I don't need the scene about the queen telling the detective? But then he's not clued in. Oh, what if the detective gets scared, and then the Baron puts his costume back? He investigates it. The Baron puts it back on. You think he's gonna scare the detective again, but he's there with the cuffs. Achievement get. Next up, I gotta make the professor cry. So I think I actually remember doing this in a demo, where for some reason, after John has been told about how to deal with vampires, he stabs Mina, and then the professor sees Mina and cries. Achievement get. Next up, I gotta make a ghost fight. So what if I have a scene that just starts by 2 guys getting in a fight? Is that enough to just make one murder the other? Yep. And then the ghost could get them right back. And then they fight in the afterlife. Easy enough. Next, I gotta have knight and queen have love in the afterlife. Out of curiosity, is the queen actually in love with the knight now? Yeah, and the king could see it. Oh, he's shocked about the jail, not even the affair. I mean, he could probably kill them both. So I'm 1 scene short of afterlife love. Maybe it's meant to be solved on a different level? Well, this has both the queen and the knight. They don't have any space to love, though. This one actually has a wedding scene. Yeah, maybe I can make it work here. So how do I get this to work? I imagine the Baron would kidnap the queen and take the throne, and then just go execution heavy. And maybe he'd execute the knight? Thanks for doing me a solid. But are these 2 in love? No, they're just chilling. Maybe they could just be in love in the first place? Nah. Well, if she gets kidnapped and the Baron gets the crown, I guess we could have the knight rescue her. Ah, there we go. That's the achievement. Wonderful. Next up, I gotta have maid murders knight. And I'm pretty sure this is the only story where the knight and a maid appear together. Hopefully. So I think, like all things, it starts with a love affair. The queen kidnaps the king. The maid rescues him, finds out about the queen, so the maid kidnaps the queen, and the knight rescues her, finds out about the maid, so the maid, whoops, other way around. The knight kidnaps the maid, which gets the maid mad at the knight. The maid gets rescued by the king, and finally the maid pushes the knight off the cliff. Achievement get. Next up, I've got Lenora falls asleep, and I feel like it has to be done by just drinking a ton of wine. So for starters, does Lenora just like wine? Does she really like wine? Does she really like wine? Yeah, she's gone. Achievement get. She just went for the bottle. After 5 glasses, she's like, I'm done pretending. Let's do the real thing. Last achievement is drinking a martini. Do we think that Edgar would drink enough wine, then pivot to a martini? Oh, he'd go for the bottle, but stay awake. Maybe you like martinis. No, you can also hold your liquor. Just Lenora's the lightweight. I've searched through all the puzzles. None of them have any of the other characters along with a wine scene. Well, I do have a Butler character. Maybe he could serve some drinks? Because in the ballroom, he's holding a drink. And the Duke wants a martini. So he gets a gun. Pretty close, right? That's what you get for asking me for a martini. Maybe he comes back? Oh, well, now he wants a beer. Wait, so maybe now he brings him a beer. No, I'll have a wine. Maybe now he brings him a wine. No, I want a martini. And he gets a gun. And the butler is now justified. What if they need a little motivation to drink the martini? We have the Duchess witness the butler have the gun. But only after she asks for a different drink first. Because he's got to have motivation to get the gun, of course. She asks for the martini, sees the butler with the gun. The butler puts the gun back. And now she's like, oh shit, I better take his martini. Well, she has it. Oh, that's an achievement get. Took a little coercion, but we got it done.
So that is the entirety of Storyteller. If you felt like this game was too short, I may have other series to help fill that void. If you enjoyed the rule learning, puzzle solving, I would highly recommend my Little to the Left series. And if you really enjoyed the comedy that this game had, I would highly recommend my Potion Craft series. Otherwise, I'm excited for this game to eventually update. I sure hope it does, because it was a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and peace.